Happening now, we're learning much more about convicted killer Danelo Cavalcante in the several days he spent on the run. And Jeff, you talked with the deputy U.S. Marshal who helped track down Cavalcante. What is he saying today?
I certainly did. Danelo Cavalcante, they believe, was certainly aggressive and resilient in his 14-day flight. But in the end, manpower and technology did him in. Danelo Cavalcante knew his 14 days on the lam had come to an end, says the deputy U.S. Marshal helping to lead the manhunt with a dog bite. Did he talk to you about when he knew it was over?
Well, he probably knew it was over when he took a bite on the top of his head from the canine that was there.
Robert Clark says in his interview through an interpreter after his arrest, Cavalcante revealed he remained within the Longwood Gardens area for 3 days after his crab-walking jailbreak and spoke of his survival on watermelon and the thickness of his head.
The first time he ate was when he found a watermelon on a farm. He said he actually opened it with his head and he started drinking out of stream water.
Cavalcante, 34, now serving a life sentence for murder, broke through the first perimeter after waiting for an opening and watching the farm where he stole a van. He's surveilling a hole in the perimeter? He's surveilling the farm as if he knew how to do this?
Well, he didn't want to get caught, so he was going up and looking at his options, making sure they were reasonable for when he executed.
As for the shave, he got lucky.
The backpack that he had, that was stolen within the first couple of days or when he started to move, and there was a razor in that backpack.
Clark says law enforcement's plan to flood the search area with hundreds of officers did pressure Cavalcante to keep moving, seeking thick underbrush to stay hidden. Messages blasted from the air were heard.
He had heard the helicopter, he had heard the Brazilian message that we were playing, and at times he was thinking of giving up.
But armed with a rifle swiped from a garage, Cavalcante was planning a carjacking and a race to the border. And while willing to use violence to win his freedom, he was not, in the end, willing to die.
He had made a statement that he knew he had to pay for what he did. However, he wasn't willing to pay with his life.
Cavalcante was not willing to pay with his life in the end, but was willing to be aggressive, carjack a vehicle, and somehow get to the U.S. border. What has law enforcement learned from all this? Flood the zone. Live in Old City, Jeff Cole, Fox 29 News. Folks.
This story just keeps getting more and more interesting by the day with every detail. Jeff, thank you.